twin flames, checking in on the divine masculine's energy, DM to DF messages for today with this beautiful deck. And we've already pulled these 3 cards, but so intuitively when I connected to them, I received a message, and the message was that the more I try to ignore this connection, or the more I try to ignore you, not that they don't care about you, but I feel like it's more like, especially the ones in karmic relationships or still stuck in karmic cycles, they are kind of like just wanting to be where they're at. And especially if you are moving on, they're kind of like a little child, right? Like, okay, whatever, move on, right? I don't need you anyways. And for those, I'm kind of getting that the message I got was, the more I'm trying to forget about you, the more I'm trying to push you away, the more I'm being pulled towards you. You know, the more I think about you, the more I miss you. Yeah, and then we got these cards, right? And I feel like this is what this card is saying, right? The more I try to ignore you, your light just keeps getting brighter and brighter. Like, I cannot ignore it. I'm trying to, but I can't, right? The truth really is that you are my divine feminine. I do want to come home to you, you know, because what we have is truly magical, right? This is like what I never had with anyone else. And yeah, and the more I'm trying to ignore the fact, the more it's in my face. And yeah, what I'm getting now also is there might be synchronicities or signs being shown to him as he's trying to push you away and trying to forget you. Kind of like, I feel like the universe is kind of coming in and trying to make sure that he doesn't. So yeah, also, right, this could also be source energy affecting them, making sure that they're getting onto the right path and not ignore the feelings and the love that they have for you, right? So yeah, but I feel like that they're really trying to, but it's just not working. And then I checked on the bottom of the deck and we had this card, love, right? Yeah, and you see how she's in action coming forward. Yeah, I feel like that's him, right? He's like in his deepest desires, like in his heart, that's really how he feels. He just really wants to come forward, reach out to you. He might be calling and hanging up, or he might be unblocking you, but then maybe blocking you again, you know, just to maybe check on you for a moment. Yeah, I feel like there's like this back and forth pull between their soul, their heart, their mind, and their heart. And yeah, they do love you and they know that, but I feel like I said, some of them might be butthurt because some of the feminines have been moving on, and so they're like, whatever, you know, I don't need you. But I feel like everything around them, even source, is giving them signs and stuff that that is not the truth, and that they do need to stand in their power and in their truth and really face what it is, what they're truly feeling within their heart. Okay, I wanted to also bring in the Starseed Oracle. See what else we can find out about the masculines right now. So let's see. Dear divine masculines, what else can we find out about your situation? How are you feeling towards your feminine right now? What are you going through? What are your energies? There we go. Okay, first off, we have Starseed family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Yeah, what I'm getting again is that light, the divine feminine's light shining super bright, right? Yeah, and I feel like with Star family, it just really means that you guys are twin flames, right? Like, you are the same soul in 2 bodies, and he's realizing that. He just knows you guys are connected. He knows it's yeah, maybe you guys even had many lifetimes together and stuff. And I don't think that he knows that you guys had that, but like, of course, his higher self does, right? His subconscious might know this, and that's why he's feeling this pull. He's like, he cannot really ignore it, even though he's trying to, and maybe he's trying to push you away. you know, having you blocked or ghosting you. But I feel like the more he's doing it, the light just keeps getting brighter, like I said already, right? And we have this image, a beautiful bright light here again. So yeah, I feel like he keeps seeing you more and more and more. Then we have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Yeah, what I'm kind of getting is, you know, I feel like this is divine masculine, right? And there's this open doorway where the heart is. So I feel like his heart is opening, right? His door to his heart is opening. The more he sees your light, the more his heart opens. He just gets like magnetically pulled towards you, you know, like yeah, because you are one, you are quote unquote family, but of course, like on a soul level, you're the same soul, right? So yeah, definitely I feel like his heart chakra is opening, and he, in his heart, he knows the truth, right? Even though with his head, I'm getting that too, like there's like this light on his head right here. Maybe with his head, he's trying to find excuses, or trying to rationalize things. And yeah, for some reason, I'm getting that they're really trying to talk themselves out of this. And so my guess is it's really the masculines that are feeling that the feminines have become the runner. And I feel like he is kind of like trying to hold off from being the chaser. And that could be, right, because he was always in the runner energy, and now this chaser energy is new to him. He doesn't really know what to do with it, but because his heart and his heart chakra and everything is opening and your light is shining so bright, I feel like he is coming into yeah, this feeling of, oh my god, I have to go after her, I cannot let her go on, I cannot have her like get married, or just like forget about me completely, right? So yeah, okay, let's check in with the Yin Yang Oracle. What else we can find out? Okay, do divine masculines. What else can we know about your current situation? How you feel? It's interesting. So there's so many cards in this deck, right? But I feel like it's always the same ones coming out. I mean, it's a pretty big deck, and there's so many repeated messages in here. So we got the detachment code. Yeah, so I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's like, no, I'm fine, you know, like this connection is just in my head. And I think it's just because he knows you're moving on, and so he's just like downplaying it, right? Like in order to save, to protect his own feelings, right? So he's trying to downplay what he feels. Exactly, but he is super attracted to you. He, yeah, he feels like the magnetic pull towards you, like I said. Like, yeah, the more his heart chakra is opening, the more he's gonna feel pulled towards your fate, divine intervention. Yeah, and with this is what I'm really getting is, like I said earlier with the other card, right? With the enlightenment light coming in, I feel like that too. Again, like I feel like Source is doing the divine intervention, but in the sense of like him realizing what his heart truly desires, what he truly wants in his heart, right? Versus what his head wants. So, or it's not that his head doesn't want you, but in his head he's trying to make excuses, right? He's like, no, she's moving on, whatever, you know, like she's probably better off without me, or whatever it is that he's telling himself. And we have karma, balance, and justice. Yeah, so like I said, there might be some that are still stuck in a karmic cycle, and I feel like that's where I said, right, they feel like that it's okay, you know, whatever, I'm fine where I'm at, like I got this car, this house, these children, this partner, this beautiful job, or yeah, whatever it is, right? Like I have everything that I need. And that's why I feel like they're really confused, because they're like, okay, I should be happy where I'm at, I should be good, but something isn't right? The scale is off balance. And then we have epiphany, breakthrough. So yeah, so a lot of them hopefully are really realizing, you know, with their heart chakra opening and stuff, that they have all this love really for you, that you are the one for them. And I'm feeling, yeah, like your light is coming through to them and they're realizing it, right? And with you becoming the runner, or being the runner, that is what drives them so wild right now, right? Because your energy is pulled away from them. And then we have alchemy, ancestor guides. Yeah. Here I'm feeling, you know, how she's with the eyes, because in her head, yeah, this whole, again, this pull between head and heart, right? Where he's trying to figure out what to do. Should he just go with his ego and be butthurt and stuff and just like try to block you out, or should he really follow his heart, that light that he keeps seeing, you know, that feeling that he has towards you? Should he just go for it? Yeah, and with this card I'm getting that he is, a lot of them are actually going for it, right? They are gonna reach out and, yeah, apologize, maybe maybe even ask you out, right? It's Friday today, so it's pretty much the weekend. So yeah, he might be thinking about how he can approach you in order to come forward and maybe ask you out, to really talk things over, because I feel like that's what he needs right now. I feel like he needs some clarity, like he needs to see what is going on in his heart and in his head. He needs to align that, and he needs to figure that out. So I feel like a lot of them might reach out, maybe not in a romantic sense, but more in like a kind of friendship kind of sense, in order to figure out this weird imbalance between them. And yeah, before it's too late, right? Before you have fully moved on, before all the doors are closed, I feel like he has this feeling that he does need to reach out now, and just to clarify what it is, what is going on within him. Okay, let's do the moon messages, moon magic. These are all eye messages, so we can see what he's going through. The divine masculines, what else can we find out about your current situation? One card. I let go, I release, I'm within perfect possibilities, or possibility. Yeah, so again, yeah, I feel like this is it, right? Like, where in their head, they're trying to let you go, and they try to forget about you. Like I said, they're like, no, whatever, move on, it's fine. But it drives them crazy. Like, something keeps pulling them magnetically towards you, and they don't understand it. There's like, what is going on? What is going on? So yeah, that's why I feel like some of them might be reaching out to you just to have a chat, you know, and like, you know, kind of trying to figure out what it is that you guys have with each other. Okay, and then lastly, let's bring in the twin flame shadow and light messages. What does he want to say to you? Dear divine masculines, what messages do you have for your divine feminine? Okay, my emotions are like a roller coaster now. I don't know what I want, but I'm trying to find out. Yes. So yeah, like I said, you might be receiving some kind of communication, and I feel like it's more like a casual thing. It's not going to be like asking you out on a date, but more just casually. He might just even just call to talk on the phone, or send a text message like, hey, how you doing? You know, how's it been going? kind of also checking where you stand. Yeah, I think that's what's really going on. They're like so confused. They're trying to figure out what they are feeling. I didn't realize what I had with you until it was too late. Have you moved on, or do I still have a chance with you? Yeah, exactly. That's why they are starting to feel this way, right? You're the runner now, and they're feeling you pulling away, and so they're like, oh my God, is she like in a serious relationship now? Is she even engaged? Is she gonna get married? What is gonna go on, right? What is happening? Life feels empty without you by my side. You were my everything and I pushed you away. Yeah. Yeah, again, that heart chakra opening is really making them feel that way. That way they're so confused right now. And then you're my best friend and I hurt you. I didn't know what I was doing. Can you ever forgive me? Yeah, exactly. So that's just really great news. I feel like a lot of them are, when they start operating from their heart versus their mind, they're really starting to see clearly how they feel towards you, what the connection really is, that special light that you shine, right? And yeah, so he is on a roller coaster right now, but yeah, I think this is all a good start, right? It just means that by you not chasing them constantly, and by you just shining your light bright, and by you just glowing and doing you, he's really like, I feel like that is activating his heart chakra, right? And opening his heart. And he's finally coming out of his head and more operating with his heart. So yeah, so I hope you receive some communication if that is what you want from your divine masculine. I hope they find the strength to reach out, even if it is just to say hi, right? And like to check on things, and hopefully you can build a strong foundation from there. Okay, if this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe, follow for more, and thank you all so much for all the followers, for all the likes, the comments you leave. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon.